Hey Taurus, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. This is your reading for the second half of July, general reading. If you are interested in a personal reading, I do offer them. You can contact me below in the description box is my email address. Thank you Taurus in advance for your likes, your shares, comments, donations, contributions. I appreciate that for supporting the channel. Let's see, what is the message for the sign of Taurus, second half of July? Let's see what's going on with you guys. I hope you're all doing well. Let's see what we've got July 15th. That is the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. Okay. Ten of Swords, Two of Swords, the Tower, Three of Cups, King of Cups. Okay. Taurus, I feel like you knew that you were done here with something. You kind of anticipated or know that an ending was meant to be, an ending was coming, but something has kept you a little bit tied in to maybe due to certain, let's say you kind of are ending a relationship, but you might have connections to friendships. You might have connections to other people that you do care about, that you have feelings for, that you still want to engage with, and you can't just walk away so easily. So there is something here that you feel done. I feel like your emotions have been severed. You knew or you feel that an ending is coming. You just didn't quite know when the timing was. Maybe you or the other party here, the other person, you didn't know when something was ending. This doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be something to do with a work situation or another situation in life. I feel like you didn't rush the decision, or you didn't really, even though inside, even though you had a knowing, you're like, I'm done. But you didn't necessarily communicate this. There was something here that still had to play itself out. There was still some kind of activity or engagement, maybe with other people, third parties, Three of Cups here, that I feel that you were still, you had some kind of emotional connection to. You may not have wanted to disrupt, the bigger picture here, but ultimately in your heart of hearts, you were just sort of making the decision, but you already had the decision made. There was maybe some things that you needed to see before, in order to confirm or to get exact clarity to say, okay, yes, I knew this was going to come to an end, but I have to socialize with these people. I have to see this person a bit more just to feel out, to see exactly, like, it's almost like you needed some of the evidence to show itself. I think throughout this situation here for you, Taurus, you're still feeling pretty emotionally stable. If this is a relationship for some of you, there has been a third party, Three of Cups with a King of Cups. There is somebody who I feel has been sharing their emotions, their time, their energy, whatever that may be. There could be a third party for some of you. You may have had a little bit of a feeling in this, that you were thinking that something is not quite right. But you knew that if you found out, or if that you saw this firsthand kind of thing, is you needed maybe a little bit of evidence or proof. You already kind of were feeling this ending in yourself. I feel like you dealt with a bit of the shock internally. You may have already experienced because you had this Ten of Swords. So there was something here that was very painful for you. It was something that felt, in a sense, backstabbing. There was something that you didn't necessarily want to end it. You were trying to think about, why would I, how could I maybe prevent this ending, or why is this happening? But I feel like ultimately you were, exhausted, betrayed, taken out from this connection or situation. I also get that there is a little bit of like a selfish energy here from somebody, Taurus, that it's like they were still having fun, they were still living their life, they were enjoying life. They didn't really, it's like their life was great while you were paying the price, maybe because of their activities, because of how they were maybe with a third person on the side here. All right, so I feel like this is why you want to sort of, there's something that lets you, or not lets you, but something that makes you want to engage in some aspect here. It's sort of like to see something play out, to see it in person, to see it in action. Yeah, Four of Wands in reverse. This is definitely for some of you. Yeah, this is a connection here that has, in reverse, I feel like the stability was lost, that the true love kind of thing, or that deeper feeling of emotion, just, it's no longer there for you. And or maybe this person, this other half. Emotionally though, like I said, you've already gone through a lot of the pain here, Taurus. One of the things that some of you may still be figuring out or making a decision on is how you handle this with, maybe some of you have kids or other family members. It's like, although things are not working out, you don't necessarily know how to, you're still showing your love for the greater good here, for the bigger picture. Even though you and your person may or may not be connecting, you might have kids involved, you might have other family members involved. Like I said, there's this feeling of, I still like their friends, their family members. I don't necessarily want to just vanish and disappear. But there's something here about maybe trying to keep a portion of that together. It's like you've got shared friends. Hopefully it wasn't one of the friends that was, if there is a third party. That's not going to be for everybody, so don't take everything personally in your situation. Yeah, see, there's something that's holding you back here, Taurus. You want to move. Something is telling you to move fast. Something is telling you to move on, not to try to correct or make something stable for, it's like you want to create the stability for the big picture for other people, but then you're the one left out. You're the one that's going through the pain, the Ten of Swords. You're the one that's experiencing the loss here. But for whatever reason, you have this Knight of Pentacles. Someone or something is slowing it down. They're making you think about this. You're torn between, do I just move on with my life and, communicate it to some people, maybe not to others. It's kind of like there could be a little bit of blocked, or who you communicate this to so that you don't hurt other people's feelings. Some people know, some people don't know, kind of thing. But there is, I want to see here, Knight of Pentacles, something, this is slower moving energy, something that, again, you're trying to protect, you're planning. It's like you're planning your exit. The World, yeah, there's your closure. With the Eight of Wands, you are kind of planning how you're going to wrap this up, but you want it to be done tastefully and successfully. You want this to be done in the best way possible. I feel that that this situation has played itself out. You've come to the end line here with the World card. Some of you may want to start. You might sort of, I don't know why I'm getting this here with the Eight of Wands, the World card, but you might be like, hey, that person is going away on a vacation by themselves. And maybe that's the way of you getting away, maybe needing to escape, but also setting a signal to everybody like, that's kind of strange that they went alone. What's up? It's almost like a way of not communicating to everybody, or dropping the news, or having to get, into the story of it all, rather just so-and-so went on a vacation here, or they've moved out. Maybe with the World card, there's travel, there's movement, but they're doing it by themselves. Because I see the four of Wands in reverse, which is like, there's no union there. There's no couple. There's no connection. It's been parted. It's not stable. So people clue in, or someone here, you're showing it. You're communicating it with the Eight of Wands. You're communicating this, Taurus, in a way that displays through action versus having to have a sit-down conversation and sort of reveal everything. This is the way you're doing it. It's a plan. It's a slow process. The way your exit is slow. But I do feel you've communicated with some. There are people, like I said, that you have close connections to here that you feel you can confide in and share your feelings, and they may be on your side. They may understand, especially if there was a third person. You know, fair enough. You don't need to stick around, but you are still trying to show face or protect other aspects of connected relations in this situation. What else for Taurus? What else? Four of Cups. After the fact here, Taurus, you know, you quickly seem to move, although you do this in a slow process as you exit, you realize here that not only was this a missed opportunity, but that you weren't really necessarily getting your needs met. Or maybe this other person, I don't know, maybe someone said that's why they stepped out. They may have said or used that excuse that their needs weren't being met, that you're not being fulfilled here though, that you may have been feeling, or this has been feeling like this for a little while. I feel like once you come to realize this and you say, well, I really wasn't I wasn't being fulfilled here. Four of Cups. Yes, it's a missed opportunity, but even if it was to work out, you may not have still been fulfilled, even though this situation could have worked out. Okay, so it's not a missed opportunity; it's an opportunity. But really, were you really fully fulfilled in this connection? Were you feeling like you were getting your needs met? There is an energy here that you took your time. You didn't want to be hasty. You didn't want to just assume things and jump off and move forward so fast. You were trying to give the situation the opportunity to make it work, to have something in this connection. You've even made, there could have been like an olive branch. There could have been something that connected you guys back together. There was an extension of love or trying. But for whatever reason, no matter how hard you tried or your person, it just wasn't doing it. So this is where I think you come to terms with it and say, okay, I can find, you're moving forward. I want to see, where is Taurus moving into? What's going on with Taurus now after the fact? What is going on after this situation ends or moves forward at least? Okay, Five of Pentacles. Some of you have to, it could be a financial strain on you, maybe having to go out on your own, but also feeling a little bit left out here. Five of Wands, Page of Wands. It's almost like you'd rather, you realize here, Taurus, that you'd rather have, it's kind of like, I'd rather be in a good mood. I'd rather feel happy. I'd rather have a peace of mind. I'd rather be able to go on my day with less money, but less conflict. Even though you feel like you have to struggle a bit here to get back up on your feet, to move forward in life, I feel like you have good people around you. You have good friends, good support system that are there to help you. But you also realize that you just don't have to deal with the chaos. It's kind of like one or the other. Either way, the Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles, it's a struggle. But I think you choose wisely with the Page coming in, with the Page of Wands. You choose the positive route. You choose to see this in a way that I can enjoy myself. I can enjoy my good friends. I can enjoy those in life that are simple. You're kind of going back to a bit of a simple place for a bit, so that you can, figure out things while you go through this change. So the first initial outcome for you seems to be that you may be going through financial conflicts, things like this. Let's see here. What else? What's the long term? What's following up on this? Three of Wands. Got a lot of wands here. You know here, Taurus, that there is something better waiting for you. You know that this isn't going to last forever. And that's the thing. Your attitude is good. If you're off taking a trip and you're doing this, then you realize that this may not feel so good right now, but you realize that also in time something here is going to show up for you that's going to be better for you. It's that ship sailing in for you. You see it in the distance that your long term, you've got something to look forward to. But there's a bit of a waiting process in getting yourself back up on your feet again, getting back in your groove, getting yourself into a financially stable place again. So you kind of go with some struggles, but it's the lesser of two evils. What I see here as well, just having all these smaller minor arcanas, is that it's just sort of a day-to-day thing. It's day by day. Day by day, you might have a good day, you might have a bad day, you might have money one day, maybe not so much the next day. There's this day by day energy that sometimes it may feel like things are moving a little slowly. You may feel a little alone in this process because you don't have the same support. But I do feel that some of you do have some good people around you, some people that you can look up to or get inspired by or help you out along the way. You've realized here that you left behind it's like you may have left an old part of yourself behind you with that person, with that connection. There's a part of you that, it's like my old self is left back with that person. It's behind you. There's a new version of you coming forward, Taurus. I see here with the Three of Wands, Page of Wands, that what you're looking forward to is a new Taurus. It's like a new you, because you now are in your own place. You're no longer connected to this past person's other family or connections, the things that tied you, that you had to maybe some of you spent a lot of time always doing the things that they loved. I said that earlier, where it's like this person is, they're having fun along the way while you were suffering through this, or you were the one being hurt. They seem to have a little bit of a selfish energy that it's kind of, you do all the things that they wanted to do, but they didn't necessarily take you into the same consideration. You had a lot of love for this person, Taurus, King of Cups. Like, you did this because you loved this person, because you gave all of yourself to try to show them that you were there with them, that you were supporting them, that you were doing what they liked. But now that you look back, you're realizing here with the Four of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Three of Wands, nobody was waiting on you. You were left out. You weren't really being pursued with your passions, with the things that fulfilled you, okay? You were not getting that. Four of Cups, Five of Pentacles, the Three of Wands. You're waiting around to sort of have some excitement, to not feel excluded, to sort of say, well, what about me? What about Taurus? What about the things that I want to do? And I feel like what you have to look forward to is that you can put all of those old things behind that maybe you tried to find interest in, you tried to find passion in, because you wanted to sort of, connect with your person. You make compromises, you do things out of love, you do things because they love it, and then you try to find a way to love it with them. But really right now, I think you're going to be letting go of a lot of old routines, old things, old interests. It's kind of like you're rediscovering yourself, Taurus, and saying, okay, now I can fulfill and go after what I really want to do. You've got nobody to report to. Like, you don't have anyone to check in with. It's all on your own path. It's a new path for you. You have endings here, Taurus. Ten of Swords with the World card, the Tower, the Two of Swords. You can make the decisions now. They're entirely up to you. You don't have to wait around or make decisions for somebody else or let them make decisions for you. Okay, this is the one decision that you did make, was to move on, to end, to choose a new path. And I think some of you, I don't know, you did it in a really interesting way. I'll just say that. I feel like some of you, it's like, I'm going to Europe for 2 weeks, take care, and everyone's wondering what the heck happened. You left without the person. This is how they know. This is how you did it. Some of you, not all of you. Could have been another way of doing it, but that this is a reason how you did this that was like, wow, that's kind of loud. That's obvious. It's obvious without saying anything based on the action. All right, Taurus, let's see what your wisdom of the Tao is. Let's take that. What was that? Think twice. Okay. When things seem so obvious, there may be more to it than the surface appearance. Don't underestimate the situation. Think twice and explore more deeply before taking action. You may have to approach it differently. This is what I'm saying. You are thinking twice. The Two of Swords that paid, or the Knight of Pentacles, something slowed you down. You didn't just, put a billboard out that it's over. You did think about this, but as I said, you've got a different approach. You may have to approach it differently. And I think some of you did this. You did a different approach rather than a formal, we're breaking up, or this person cheated. You didn't really want to even out that person. If there was a third party, some of you may have had to say that, maybe with a close confidant, but some of you left it in that person's hands and in their head. You left that on their plate because you've moved on. So it's like, that's on them, not you. All right, Taurus, I want to wish you guys a great day. Thanks again. I hope this helps. I will see you soon. Take care.